Guys, good morning. I want to start off talking about the settings. We'll start off with here field of view. Field of view is your 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 sight, your sectors of fire through your eyes. So I push it all the way up so I have more chance of seeing what's around me a lot easier. That's why I like third person view with first person view together because depends on the situation is depends it is what dictates what camera view you need. But yes, field of view all the way up, shoot it up. Brightness I do around 980 to 90. That's what I do. Let's see, audio, put you through this one I'm not really too sure about, honestly. And music I just take it off, your preference to put whatever you want. Voice chat, same thing, pretty self-explanatory. Play with it. Let's see. So here is where you change your colors for your crosshair. I'm gonna try baby blue this time to see how it works with my how quickly it picks up on with my eyes. But the best colors that I like so far are the pinkish red type of color, like hot pink type of green, yellow. I think that's about it. Baby blue, I'm gonna see if it works. Uh, but yeah, it's I like it. Those are the colors I like. I mean, and let's see. Depends. Do you really want to show that to whoever you're showing it to, or do you want to see it on your screen? Most people want more space, so there's less distraction on the screen. So take it off if it's too clustered for you. That's what I do. It just depends. Like yesterday, I took it off for some time and then I put it back on. Keep that on. That's good. Makes it smoother. This one, on-screen button hints, put those on if you're a beginner. Please put those on because I remember thousands of times when I was in a situation and I didn't remember what button was, and I had to like hunker down somewhere, put start, figure out what button it is. And that takes too long. Just do this. And I'm pretty sure, look, see, they have basics and advancements. So if you're an advanced player, you could put it and it'll help you out. I don't really like it because I already know the stuff. It's just a lot of repetition. You'll remember it. Uh, yeah, and so I take it off. It's too much for me. I like pulsating because then you could see it from the corner of your eye a lot easier. I don't really mess with those. Those are pretty much set to go. Let's see, let's go to function. This one is always here. Go to custom, customize your thing however you want. There's hundreds of options. Well, not hundreds, but you get the point. Uh, this is what I do. I do green. It's easier to pick up. Crosshair, I like because then it's easier to dial in the difference when they're running or when they're crawling or whatever. This is irrelevant because they took it off. Good job, PUBG. He forgot something. The brightness, I customize it and I put it all the way. It's a lighter color, so I'm going to put it at 90. Oops. So let's see. I like doing it fully auto. So like when I pick it up, it's already ready to go on fully auto. Some people like it single action. It's preference. But I like being ready for the worst. So let's see. You definitely want to do auto reload. It's good because you don't have to think about it. It'll do it on its own, pretty much. At the once you shoot the last round, I do this. I do all of them, so I don't have to worry about another thing I have to do in order for me to get ready to touch and punch, ready, be active. The longer it takes you to fiddle with your shit, it's like real life. The longer you, yeah, the longer you fiddle with your stuff, it's a bigger probability that you're gonna die. So I might as well just get it all ready now. I like hiding this because then you look all bulky. The more bulkier you look, the easier you get picked up. That's what I've noticed from other players when they have all their gear on or their avatars are like bigger shapes or more noticeable shapes. You could see them from a long distance. So see, yeah, I hide all that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this one here is a must. So this one is awesome because I like having it on all. So say for instance you are driving or whatever, instead of pushing down on the toggle button, you're just driving and you hold it once or you activate it once and then that's it. You're ready to go. It does it until it's fully set, right? But if you don't and you have it on bandages only, it's only going to do the bandages. It won't do it for the energy drinks. So it's better just to do it all. And the more you act, the better chance of you winning a chicken dinner. I turn it on because it says it clear as day. It just makes it run more smoother. I'm not a I'm not a nerd geek. I love that stuff and I learn it as I go, but I'm I'm not savvy with it. So if it says it does that, just use your common sense. It's gonna make your game better. And try it out if you don't believe it. Test it out. Believe in science. Okay, let's see. Definitely a must because if you're a new guy and you don't know what you're picking up, or you're in a rush and you're a pretty savvy player like a veteran, it's still good to use because you're moving about and you're just looking for flickers. If you see flickers, it's familiar parts, and then you could just go and pick them up, or at least check them out. You know, it doesn't hurt to check them out. Yes, it kills time from you stopping, not being mobile, which mobility means survivability. But you know, at the end of the day, if you need it, you need it. Okay. Well, that's the exact same. I'm not gonna repeat myself. I like doing this one because it just takes a little tap to ruin the whole fucking game. It really does. Pardon my French, but it ruins the fucking game. Which I don't understand why PUBG doesn't just have people be able to jump out of the car, roll out of it like every other human has ever done, and still survive it. At a certain speed, obviously, but even then, you know, you can get creative. If the possibility in reality is true, it should be in the game. I like doing this. Some people don't. It just depends on your skins, I think. You know, you're not gonna have a bright yellow fucking car in snow, like you're gonna stick out. So, just depends on your skins. All right, others, camera speed. I like my camera when I want it left, I want it now. I don't want it 10, 10/8 of a second later or an eighth of a second later. No, I want it on point, bink, on command, you know? So play with this carefully. Yes, it says here that you can increase the movement speed by holding L3, but when you're nervous or you're in the zone of the game, you have a controller, you're clenching that controller. So think about it. You're gonna be clicking that shit constantly. Might as well keep it all the way up. At the end, it's just a matter of repetition and getting used to it. Player tag, this is the other players. You shoot somebody, it's gonna say Dum Dum 1 got shot by L7 Weenie, and so forth. The same with this. Dum Dum 1 got shot with a AKM by L7 Weenie. If you don't want all that crap, take it off. X-ray, the way it tells you how to do it here, it doesn't work. I've tried it. It doesn't work. Correct me if I'm wrong. Send me a video on how to do it, but I promise you, it doesn't work. And if you can't do it in real life, don't do it. That's what makes a better player. Like you don't need a hand. It's like aim assist. You could use it and be a really good player, but you could not use it and be an even better player. You feel me? But that's up to you. I don't like using it because it doesn't fucking work. If I'm wrong, like I said, prove me otherwise. Damage indicators, the same shit. Same shit. Doesn't work. So disable it. Disable it. I like leaving this because then you could see the trajectory of the round. You could see it in the air. That way, sometimes it's a little easier. Instead of looking at the scope, you can just quickly aim at the scope, but then most of the time you're looking at those rounds dropping. Boom, boom, boom. That's how you're hitting people. From what I experienced, if that's fucking Stone Age shit, let me know. Don't be a dick licker and fucking not fucking tell me. Not cool. Remember, the better people get, the better the community gets as a whole, the more harder it gets and the more it challenges you, and then it makes you a better player. It makes the game more fun too. But if there's only like 3 players that are good and they're hogging up all the fucking info, it's gonna suck. And that's how games fucking get destroyed. Food for thought, PUBG. Food for thought. I like looking at the kill cam because I hate dirtbags and I love bringing it out to the light. If you if you don't want to be famous for the wrong reasons, use your common sense around me. And well, I don't really do much, but the internet's unforgiving, especially in the comment section. Some of you guys, man, you passed. You long gone. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And crossplay is a must if you want to play with other like Xbox, which I think is stupid. Like, if it's only Xbox, why are you into crossplay? Like, we're not playing with Nintendo Switch, and it's not like a huge platform. You know what I mean? Like, which I think is dumb. Like, but now this one here, controller, I go to B. That's the best one to do it. The best one. It's kind of universal to most games, most shooter games. You could do custom and still have the feel of that, but you got to put in some work. You got to pay attention to detail, or yeah, you're gonna notice it. So the dead space, I don't know why, but my controller has a butt ton of dead space, and it's a brand new control. So I give it a little more. I give it a little less on the right. So the higher you go, from what I noticed, the higher you go, the more, the less wiggle room there is. Oh no, no, the more wiggle room there is. The lower you go, the less wiggle room there is of dead space. So like if you like don't mess with your control and it's moving, that's that wiggle room that's like making your shit move on its own. I do it at 6 because I like moving fast, shooting fast, or try to. And then this one, I do it to 21 because, like I said again, I like moving. I hate vibration because if you're so into the zone and all of a sudden you hear a sound, you're gonna get startled. But then you feel that vibration, but you're screwed. If you're not ready for that, it's gonna mess you up. So I take it off. Some people are like, yeah, just lower the volume. Like, if you're lowering it, it's because you don't like it. So you might as well get rid of it. Get rid of it. Stop thinking about it too hard. And yeah. Oh, and okay. So I say this a lot, and I don't understand why people don't get this, but this here is gonna dictate how fast you go down with your parachute. So faster down or fastest down, the slowest down. You dabble with it. I've seen videos of people say that it starts really mattering at 26. You start noticing the difference. So to there or to or higher. I go to 26 because it's like, unless like I got a squad that has no fucking clue what they're doing and they're like gun ho and they're like, let's jump off the other side of the island without realizing that they're not going to make it all the way over there. Then I just push settings quickly and I go to here and just shoot it all the way up. That's the best way to say it. Now, if you just want to drop wherever, screw it, boom, that's good. I'd suggest that as a beginner. The quicker you fail, the better you'll get. The faster you fall, the better you'll be. So, let's go to 26. I think it's perfectly fine. I go to 100. I go to 69. Not because it's my favorite number, but because this is the sensitivity of your vertical kick of your weapon, uh, of how you shooting. I mean, it affects it really bad. So I do it at 60, like 68, 69. I've done it at 7 or at 85, and it's like you got to play with it. You got to play with it. And general sensitivity. I took a picture of all this because I have a memory of a rock. But general sensitivity, I think it's at 11, 15, 15. And I like this setting because you're still able to move fast, but you're not like all over the place. Now, I don't see much of a difference in this, but I looked it up, just punched it into AI. What are the best settings, obviously for PUBG, for accurate shooting, or in that sort of way you're explaining it? And it says to turn it off or put it at 1. So I just turned that shit off, just like earlier. If you're lowering the settings because it's uncomfortable, you don't like it. The less of it, the better, right? So just take that shit off. Don't overthink it. Over the shoulder, I think it's like 12.4, 12.3. I like saving different settings, and when I'm so comfortable with it, or like I'm like sucking at life at a game, I switch different settings. So start saving these. If you like the way you're playing with it, save it. Write down why you have it, keep a note on it so that, you could change it up. Kind of like a workout, you don't want to have that plateau. So have options. This one I like doing all the way because I like moving fast. The quicker I move, I do 12.9. I don't want it too fast because the the more sensitive it is, the recoil, the jump, you'll notice it dramatically. So I kind of like in between. And this one I think is like 13. Yeah, so 13. to get a little higher, I do 13.1. So one thing I want, you'll notice this when you go to the training and you go into the shooting range, you'll notice when you play with this, the higher you get here, the lower, where is it at? I think it's over the, no, not over the shoulder. It's the camera speed. That's going to get affected. And then, let's see. Yeah, just play with it. Yeah, play with it. And then, the shooting range, when you go and practice and play with your settings, it's the same concept as zeroing in real life. You know, small tweaks, small adjustments. But you have to know each of these little things, how they move, how they affect you, what's their purpose. Look that shit up, Google that shit. There's no excuse for you not to know. It is confusing, but, you know, in time, what you don't know, you will. Just give it time. Be patient. And yeah, you know, this is how I have it set up. And then, so this is what I was saying. When you go to custom, you could change all this crap. I had it for a while like that, where it was like type B, just like minor things were tweaked here and there, to make my life a little easier. But I like this the best because I don't really have to mess with it. You know, it's already set up for me how I want it. Let's go to training. So training is the same concept. I'll see. I'll try to put a link up on a video um, right after this for that video I was telling you about. See if I could do it here, but so here, see how it's telling you to, change them here? You can. So I go tap the spawn tool and then go to shooting range right here. You hit the right trigger and you go to here. I go all the way to here. Start off there, right? Select the weapon you want. I'd go with the less recoil. A weapon with least recoil. I like this weapon, so I'm going to do it with this weapon. So as you push start, you could tell these things, right? Take this shit off. You could keep this, and you could keep this. So you first want to do it standing up, right? So here, crosshair always. This is one thing I have to repeat myself to a lot of people is that from what I've noticed from like pro gamers is they first aim their crosshair to the target. So it's a no-brainer. All you do is just it's gonna be in that really narrow vicinity, right? So all you have to do is just and boom, right? So here you're trying to stay in the middle and see how the recoil. How can you react to the recoil? If it's too crazy, the recoil. See how I'm all over the place? Sometimes it's because, you know, you just have to get the feel of it. So practice like 5 times and then go and do an adjustment. Now, that's me just trying to control it. Now, one thing I've learned that a lot of people don't talk about is when you're shooting, there's from point A to point B, right? And somewhere between point A and B of pushing that trigger button, there's a activation, a reaction to when the round goes down range, right? So somewhere halfway there is that dead space of of activating that button, right? So I go, I I don't let go of the button all the way. I stop at when it starts activating and kind of just finger it. You know what I mean? I don't know what other way to say it, but like just like pulsate the trigger. The Yeah, the button. Just kind of like don't let it go all the way, but it's halfway till point B. You know what I mean? So this is what you get. Shit. Watch. Watch. Sorry. You see? I get them closer to down, closer to the target, closer to one, right? Because one is this one, the black. Two is the first ring around the black, right? And so forth. So if you could pass, I think, what is it, 35? I think it was 36. That's like pretty precise, right? So here, if you see how I was at 33, right? Now I'm squatted down. Horrible, right? So you see that? Once you pass 36, you're on point. Now I go all the way down, test it as well. Perfect. So I don't really have to do any adjustments. Now you have to do that to every scope. So hollow. Make sure you level up to 3 so you have a backpack. So hollow 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, right? So now you're gonna adjust as you go. think it's a little high. So then I'm going to go to here. And play with it. I'm going to go to 3. Feel a lot more sensitive, right? So then I'm going to adjust it again. So I hit it here, right? So go down 1. I don't mess with it because I like messing with things that already work. Now, you could adjust it here as well. I'll send you guys the video, but the guy explains it very, very well on how to zero in your weapon perfectly, right? So this is definitely going to help. So check this out. Oops. Oops. Just keep playing with it. The more you play with it, the more you get a sense of feel. And then now you can put your gadgets on to adjust for it, you know. I go back to this, put the adjustments, and then see, 35 on point. Ready, go. See? And one thing you want to practice too, I don't care if you're doing it turned over or here, and then look up. Reset yourself. So go from down. The max I want to do is 5 seconds to shoot the target. So 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 5 1000. And see your number. Now, if you're fast, you could just go 1 1000, 2 1000, 5 1000. See, that was sloppy. So I'll go again. Try different things. Some people like doing that. 0. You see, that's the best right there. Hit nothing but table right there. Fucking range. The range master is gonna be fucking happy with you. He has to replace that. Okay, I'm gonna go to 85, my original one. Then 180. Obviously, you're going to shoot farther than that, so pretty good. I like shooting a lot with this one here. So I got to get... So I got it, you see? So now, when it's close by, you don't really have to worry about much. I like shooting with... I love this iron sight on this on this GS9. Freaking awesome. Red dot lines up with the green dots, and it's like noticeable, the front sight. Beautiful. And not a lot of blockage from the rear sight. So that's what I like about it. So yeah, I thought I'd make a video on this because there are players that play this that I had no idea this was possible. It's like, yeah, it's possible. If you adjust with your iron sight, your shooting, your red dot's gonna be perfect. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna put it 90. Let's try 100. Why not? I major screwed that up. See? So I'm doing this to my trigger and at my aim button if you have the assist. I like going like this. I do it for both of them because you get pretty accurate shooting like that if you do quick scoping. Very, very, very good practice to do. See? But yeah, it's, you know, go to your max if you want to start it off. Dabbles it, but now your vertical moving up and down is a lot faster. So now you gotta, when you're moving around, see, you're gonna notice a lot of those things. So that's why I don't have it too high. See, I could still move. Yeah, try different weapons. Yeah, yeah, I'm ready. Look, this is at its lowest. Ooh, I think I found a. So sometimes I feel like the the pull of the right trigger when you're aimed down sight while the rounds are going off is what it affects with vertical sensitivity. Sometimes I feel that way because if you think about it, if I when I had it high, it took a lot more to take control of the trigger, you know. And here, all the way low, my pull is more stable. It's you don't really need much to be moving around. So it's one thing to shift pretty good. One more. Shift the trigger and you push. You barely push down on your right stick. It keeps it pretty accurate. Practice that. That helps a lot. So what else can I teach you here? Yeah, that's about it. And then just when you, another thing I'm going to show you too is if you do not, if you do not know how to play, then your best bet is to start off with a private game and play with your friends on that free roaming, what's called setting on custom, or go to arcade. Team deathmatch. Oh man, to adjust settings as well there is perfect. Or small settings. Let's just say that. Go to team deathmatch. That's what I think. Take it as it is. Remember, I'm a man. Trust no man. That's what our good Lord says. So intense battle royale, then move up to this, and then start moving up to casual, and then normal, and then rank. Because what I've noticed about PUBG is North America sucks ass. And I'm going to say it because nobody has the balls to say it. So I've ever had in any ranked system game, it's ass. And it's starting to trickle all over the other games. So do us all a favor. Practice. Put in the work. Now, I get it. It's a free, we have free will. We could do whatever we want. But don't be mad when people talk smack about you because you're garbage. Or because, or people blow you up on the internet and then you start reporting people because you don't want to get your shit together. I'm sorry, but there are consequences. So square yourself away. Tell your friends, tell everyone around you the truth on how to get things done, or at least somewhere to start, you know? Because a lot of people, it's like they have no clue what they're doing. So this is another option for you to start off on and learn, take what I'm giving you and make it better, be better than me. That's my only purpose here of this video, is to help one another to make ourselves better so that this community is more awesome. And let's see what else. Yeah, and that's about it. So, yeah, don't waste people's time. Don't go to ranked, because that's why I never play ranked, because it's ass of an experience. And yeah, first person view, I don't really like it because, yeah, first person view is great, but when you're out in the open and you have third person view as an option, that helps you so much. Oh, that helps you so much. You could just hold the camera for free roam and look around you 360, all around you, without having to compromise your your direction that you're going. And then let it go and it goes automatically back to the original point of view or original direction that you're going. So there you have it. That's the video that I wanted to post for you guys. And if I get other ideas, I'll put them down. I'm gonna put that video down on my YouTube, I guess. You know, comments or whatever. And yeah, I'll put the link down there, or see if I could attach the link to this video. So yeah, till next time. God bless. God bless America. And God bless each and every one of you. Do good, be good. Don't be a turd. Or be tough. Because you're going to get a lot of shit. Bye bye.